Hey guys, welcome back to Diecast Reviews. So it's a review on Chris Freightman, who appeared in the Cars on the Road episode Trucks. He is obviously one of the many trucks in that episode dancing away to the song. Now he is, like I said, from Cars on the Road, but technically a character that is almost identical to him is in Cars 3, appeared in Cars 3. He's also in the Cars 3 Meet the Cars book. I guess the Cars 3 kind of section of the Meet the Cars book, the one that was released for the release of Cars 3. So yeah, he's kind of from Cars on the Road, but he's kind of from Cars 3. Get into that when I get him out of the package, but there's an interesting story there to him. But he does look very nice, and a very big kind of single release. Kind of think that this would be a deluxe if it was released back when deluxes were still around, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe they'll fit this into a single as they have here. But there you can see his card art. It's pretty cool. Now this is an international packaging, actually. I'll get into that into a second. But you can see so many languages here, right? You've got a bunch. You've got what, Spanish, French, got even Arabic. But then here you've just got him and got English and Russian. So I don't like that. It's always interesting to me how they decide what language to use for the names. Because see, Tony Motorfault there, I have in background, but he's also just got Russian on the back. So I'm not sure, because sometimes you see them and they've got like 4 different languages. Sometimes they have 2. It's weird, right? You think if they're going to do it, you know, if you're going to do languages that don't use the English alphabet, that you do Arabic as well, but they didn't. So I don't know what they do here, but you see all the different languages they have for the choking colors and decorations may vary. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Once you've got the, this is actually Hungarian. Whatever, 4,400 Hungarian dollars. It was actually like 12. I think that's 12 USD. So, kind of expensive. But this, I did find this in some more like a random Hungarian shop in the mall, in a Hungarian mall. Never found this in the United States. I probably never will find this in the United States, in the Midwest here. But go to Hungary, I guess, and go to some random mall. And go to a random toy store in that mall, and you'll find it was a full case too. I think there was Chris Freightman, there was a couple of Tony Motorways, there's Boost with Flames. There was a full case. It was very interesting because I never seen that in the U.S. Probably never will. But yeah, that's the story. This is an international game all the way from Hungary. But yeah, that's enough rambling. Let's get Chris here out of the package. So here's Chris out of the package, and he does look very, very nice. Kind of just looks like a standard tow truck that you see on the road, right? Maybe like a 1990s kind of truck. You see driving around the streets looking for someone to help, I guess. I don't know. But he does look pretty cool. Start off with the expression there. Got a nice smiling expression there, kind of happy guy. So yeah, pretty cool. Got some nice detailing there on the grill, some nice brown detailing, pretty cool. Yeah, got a lot of brown detailing actually on the bumper there as well. Looks pretty nice. Really do like the fact that Mattel's they're really been doing a good job with the dirt detailings around the cars lately. You can see that continue as we go to the side here. Some nice dirt detailing here on the bottom as well. Even some dirt detailing there on the rims. Pretty cool, you know. Kind of looks like he's been out in the streets helping, towing some cars away. So they've really done a good job there. Adam Rodriguez was another example of where they did some really good job on the dirt detailing. But yeah, he's got the nice yellow color, obviously. Go to the back, you've got a little bit of a fender there. I guess, yeah, fender for the back wheels. Got some more dirt detailing on the rear tires. Obviously, just got the one door in the cab in the front. And this is actually all metal. The front portion and the back portion are all metal. A lot of times Mattel will take the front portion, make that metal, the back portion plastic. But nope, all metal here, which is pretty nice. Got some, I don't know what those are, spare tires. They look very small to be spare tires. But yeah, whatever those are. Those 2 things, I mean, they kind of look like tires, but very small to be tires. Got some detail, not sure what that's supposed to be, but we've got a little decal there. We've got, obviously, a turn signal there. Go to the back here. got a nice bumper there. Got some caution tape. Tail lights. Take a look at this big towing apparatus here in a bit. But, yeah, no license plate, which is unfortunate. But there you go. Got some more detailing here. Is that the license plate? I think that's actually the license plate right there. That's pretty cool. Don't know, I can't read that at all, but the text, the printing on that is very bad, but you do have some text there. That is your license plate. Go to this side, it is the same, obviously, as the other side. Nothing really to write home about there. Take a look at his towing apparatus here. Not really movable. You've got this thing that is kind of movable right here. But this hook, supposedly this is the hook to pick his cars up. I don't know. It's hooked up to this thing. Although maybe this is what he uses to tow his cars. Probably kind of flips it back. Yeah, it's locked in there. Definitely not removable. So this is, I'm gonna say this is one of the few tow trucks Mattel has made where you actually can't haul a car. Because usually when they make tow trucks, they at least try to make it somewhat reasonable to haul a car, somewhat manageable. But this is one of the few ones they made where you can't. Think about tow truck Tom. I guess you could kind of haul a car there. Although, now that I think about it, a lot of the ones they have made actually can't really haul a car. Obviously, they worked on that to make that be able to haul McQueen and stuff. But now that I think about it, some of the tow trucks they have made, you can't haul cars. So this is definitely not the first one, but yeah, really no way to do anything here. Because I guess that's what he would use to tow the truck cars with, and can't remove it. So, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. There you have the light bar there. Pretty cool. Take a look at the base. This was produced T06A. I think it's the first car I reviewed on this channel that was produced in 2024. So this one in the 6th week of 2024, so sometime in February. Now, I was talking about how Chris here was in the Meet the Cars book. Let's take a look here. I think it was page... Let's open it up. There we go. Now, he is in the book. He is under a different name. He's under the name Herb Kerbler, which is strange because Herb Kerbler is a next-gen racer, right? He's a four-wheel drive next-gen racer. So this was obviously a mistake by either Disney or the people who printed the book. But I would assume they got the information from Disney. So probably an error on Disney's book. But there you can see him. He looks very, very similar to... Let's get the camera up here. He looks very, very similar to Chris, right? I mean, it's basically the same car. You just got the decals removed, but the car is identical. You even got the brown eyes, so even the eyes are the same. And there you can see the description. Racers never want to see a tow truck on the track until they need one, and they usually need one at their most vulnerable moments, but they can rest assured that Herb Kerbler, aka Chris Freightman, will take good care of them. Herb, or Chris, is always ready to zoom it onto the tow track to help any race car in need of a tow. Haul it till drag him is his vehicle type, I guess. But, yeah, there you can see, there he is. He's one of the few cars in this book that we've never, gotten a release of, not until now, I guess, but most of the cars in this book we have gotten released in some way. Even some of them we've gotten canceled. But he was one of the few that we haven't gotten a diecast in any kind until now. So, take that information, do with it what you will. You could think that this is Chris. You could think that it's not. Think whatever you want. But the fact of the matter is that Chris is almost identical to a car that was in the Meet the Cars book, who was named incorrectly, right? We know that Herb Kerbler is not the tow truck. We know that Herb Kerbler is the next-gen racer. So there you go. Quite interesting that Disney obviously reused the model from that guy to make Chris, but I guess you could think that Chris is that guy. Just maybe he's retired or quit from the Piston Cup scene, so he's got all the decals removed. I don't know. But speaking of the Piston Cup scene, let's take a look at some of the other kind of cars, I guess, that would be in his fleet, I guess, if he is the guy who was in the Meet the Cars book. He obviously would be in the Race Division 17. Here's another tow truck from Race Division 17. Stu Scattershield, who is was released internationally as a deluxe, and then I think that was about it. So he's pretty rare. There was a time when you could get his case. His case was only released internationally, but there was a time when they were sold on Amazon, the German version, or the German Amazon. And I think they were a little bit more expensive. I think they're like $7. I think they were maybe like 16, 14, maybe twice the price. But that was $14. I think you could get them. I can't get them for, I don't want to speculate. I don't know what the prices on eBay are, but if there even are any on eBay, certainly not $14. So it was a little pricey at the time, but certainly looks like a good deal now. But yeah, he's one of the more rare, one of the very rarest Cars 3 cars, I would say. But he's pretty cool. Obviously, he's got a whole flatbed here. You could put Chris on it. But yeah, they're both in Race Division 17. You know, they kind of, they look similar. They've got the light bars. Definitely would make sense for them to work together. You've also got Tiny Lugsworth here, the original fire truck, released on May 1st, back in 2017. Got Morgan Martins, who was a super chase, so you've got some rare Race Division 17. Some of these guys are rare, but I would say she is more common than Stu. I don't think she was the rarest, the super chase in the world. There we go, looks pretty nice. Then you've got Adam Rodriguez, who would also kind of be in Race Division 17, I think, because he's got like the Race Fire and Rescue decals, right? So you'd think he's part of like Race Division 17, although it says 209 on him, so I'm not sure. But you'd think he's also a Piston Cup employee, and they do look very similar. I'll be honest, they do look very nice together. I mean, yeah, they're perfect together. They're very similar sizes. Got a fire truck and a tow truck. I mean, they look perfect together, but yeah, they're also very similar. I feel like the cabs are actually the same on them. Take a look at that here. The hoods look like the same, but kind of the imprints and everything there. I mean, yeah, I think the cabs are identical. And then they just changed the back. Though what is interesting, though, is Adam is, what I was talking about, he's plastic. This part is plastic here. Whereas Herb is metal, right? It would make sense for them to manufacture kind of the cabs are the same, then have a back where you can just attach a different plastic piece. But this is metal. This is plastic. So, I don't know, I guess they're a different mold, but the cabs are definitely identical. Even the rim, you can see, basically the same there. But yeah, they do look very nice together. So Adam Rodriguez, not as rare. I mean, you can still go into stores and find them, especially Walmart. In my area, at least, you get Adam Rodriguez and Randy is what you can find in Walmart instead of this case. But there you go. There's Adam Rodriguez. Looks pretty cool. Now, here's one other car, tow truck. I guess this is the towing apparatus. Especially reminded me of Chris here. It's Tow and Owen from Cars 2. I think maybe a bit more of an underrated release because he was only released once, I believe, and maybe twice, but I think once, twice, something like that. Underrated, I think, because he's a Cars 2 character. Those tend to be underrated, in my opinion, and not released that often. The thing is, you can't really tow anyone. I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be, but really can't tow anything. Kind of similar to how you can't tow anything with Chris here. But they're similar sizes. Kind of got that same stab. Got the cab in the front, and obviously an ineffective tow hook in the rear. So supposedly Chris is a little more effective when you actually takes that out. I don't know what tow. I honestly don't know how you're supposed to tow anything with that. I don't know. I don't know what the thought process is there, but yeah, they do look nice together as well. Like I said, Tow and Owen, I think a bit of an underrated release. And he's also not got any markings, right? So you've got both of these guys who just look like regular tow trucks that you would find on the street. Chris in America, Tow and Owen in Europe, with no race markings, even though supposedly both of them kind of worked for a racing series. So he's the World Grand Prix tow truck. There was two of them in Porto Corsa. But yeah, there you go. Pretty nice together. So I'll put up a picture of Chris here in the short. I don't think he's in Cars 3, but not in Cars 3. He's like in that scene where McQueen crashed and they zoom out real quickly. supposedly that scene was supposed to be a bit longer, right? And they actually kind of went in. There's like the guys that were released, Tiny, Stu, and Morgan. Those guys were supposed to be in that scene, and you can see Tiny and you can see Morgan kind of zooming into the scene, but the scene zooms out and kind of ends really quickly. I think that scene was kind of deleted / cut a little bit for time or for whatever reason. So the characters are obviously there and were supposed to be in the movie, but kind of got cut out at the last second. So that's why Tiny was released on May 1st. Supposedly, he was supposed to play a bigger role. That's also why he has a Meet the Cars bio. Yeah, so supposedly Chris is somewhere in that scene as well. But yeah, I think that'll be the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think of Chris Freightman. Do you think he is the character in the Meet the Cars book? Or is he someone completely different? Let me know what you guys think. Have you found him yet? Let me know that also down in the comments below. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. This will be the end of it. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.